My name's Juliana, and where do I begin? My husband Craig and I decided to move our lives and our son to the island of Sardinia in Italy, my father's homeland. Join us on our new journey as I share my culture, heritage and passion for all things Simply Sardinian. So I have found a way to get one of my favourite shops to deliver bubbles. Stop it. To deliver to Sardinia. So I have worked out that if I go into my favourite UK stores in Ireland, I can actually get everything delivered from Ireland over to here. So I put in an order to M&S, Marks and Spencer's, and it's just turned up. I can't actually remember quite what I've ordered, so I thought I would open it up and let you see. So here it goes. Can't remember whether I've got a Christmas present for Dad in here. Oh, got Christmas jammies for everyone. So how many have I got? I've got all the boys and all the girls are going to be matching. So I thought that's our Christmas Eve pyjamas, because that's what we always do. I've got some, oh that's right, some new fluffy white bath mats, which I love because they're really quick and easy to dry. I have got, oh I don't know if I really like them, and they seem really big. I've got some roll neck jumpers, so these will be good under my coat. I actually don't think I like these, Alessia. I'm not keen on that colour. I absolutely do not remember ordering this. Oh my god, I think I've put things in my basket and then just gone to the checkout and not checked my basket. Oh dear. I don't know if I like this.
It's not bad.
I'm like an Eskimo. That's alright. My jeans. Oh, it's got nice, like, fluffy pockets. Right, so I've got a new coat that I can't remember buying. And what else? Got some slippers for Craig for his Christmas, and some new felt, I don't know what you call them, like cloggy shoes that I can wear, because these ones are probably due for the bin now. And that's it. It's my Marks and Spencer's surprise box. So yesterday I took Ozzy for a walk and we walked past my uncle's house and he called me in, and because it's been like the olive harvest season here, most people are either have got all their olives in or they're at the tail end of the olive harvest. So my uncle has just finished his, so he called me in and I walked away with 2 jars. Can I just say, this is really Italian. Everything gets recycled, so we have got an empty tomato passata jar that is filled up with some olives. So I've got 2 of those, and I have some homemade red wine, which I haven't tried yet. I'm going to wait for Craig to come back from work to try this. I have got white wine, a Vermentino, which he said is quite sweet and that's been used by, I'm trying to think of the word now in English, what it would be. They say salvatico, so it would be like wild growing white grapes, got no idea what it would be in English. So this is all organic. And then I've got a bottle of freshly pressed olive oil. So this is literally hot off the press. So look at the colour of that. Because it is quite cold here just now, and I know it's not UK cold or American cold at the minute, but for us it's cold. It's about 15, 16 degrees. Yesterday I done some shopping and got some veggies, and I'm going to make a soup today, and it's a soup that I used to make all the time for the kids and they absolutely loved it, and I haven't probably made it for a good couple of years. So I thought I would make it today. Alessia and Luca are quite looking forward to lunch. So we're just going to have broccoli soup. I used to put Stilton through it right at the very end, but I don't have any Stilton, so I'm just going to make plain broccoli soup. I had a couple of carrots left over from yesterday which I peeled and didn't end up using, so I'm going to chuck some carrot in it, which I don't normally do, so it's going to be a little bit of a mish-mash broccoli soup. So I thought I would show you how I do my broccoli soup. So I've just got some potatoes, I've got some carrots, I have got, normally I would use a brown onion, but I've run out of brown onion, I've only got red onion. So I'm going to just roughly chop that. I'm going to roughly chop the broccoli, and I'm going to use some of the stem of the broccoli as well. I'm just going to finely chop that. And yeah, you just fire it all into the pot. Good lot of seasoning, salt, pepper. Just let it boil, and then at the end I'm gonna whiz it through with the little hand blender and have some crusty bread and butter. So I am going to put a good large knob of butter in my pot. I'm going to melt that, and I'm going to saute or just soften the onion and pop the veggies in, and then it's easy peasy. So when I was growing up in Scotland, literally there would be a pot of soup on, like morning, noon and night. My gran, my mum, we always had a pot of soup on during winter time anyway, and that was just to heat you up because it was so blooming cold. So you would easily have like 2-3 bowls of soup, homemade soup, on most days anyway. And it was great when you come in from school and it was dark outside, because it does get dark over there about 3:30, 4 o'clock. We would come in, the first thing that you would have is just a bowl of soup, just to heat you up. And I think growing up, one of my favourite ones was leek and potato or homemade lentil soup, Scotch broth. There was so many. But yeah, then Mum started branching out and doing some different soups. So this is one that Mum used to make. So I just softened the onions in the butter, and now I'm going to add the potato and the carrot. Again, I wouldn't normally put carrot in broccoli soup, but hey ho. I think the soup, whatever veggies you've got, you can just chuck in a pot basically, and it works. So I'll just make sure that they get covered nicely in the butter. I tend to use, when I'm cooking here anyway, not everyone does, it's just us. We have our water that comes from a well. So all our bathrooms, our kitchen, our washing machine, everything, we just use well water. We don't use the mains water. And one of the things is, you probably can drink it, I just don't, because we haven't actually had like levels tested. Like it's got a sand filter and a salt filter on it, the big filters that go on. But I just don't drink it, I don't cook with it. So when I'm cooking, it is bottled water that I use. So yeah, so if you see me using the bottled water, that's why. So this is all getting lovely and coated in the butter. We've got the onion, carrot, potato, and some of the broccoli stalks in here because obviously they're a bit harder. I've trimmed them off. And now I'm going to add the broccoli. I'm going to top up with my water just to cover it. I normally add some vegetable stock cubes, so there's 4.5 litres of liquid in this pot, so I'm going to put a couple in, see how it tastes, and if I need to put another one in, I will. I know it's probably cheating a little bit using stock cubes, but I love stock cubes and I use them all the time, and everything turns out yummy. So I'm not going to muck about making my own stock, which I have done, but I'm not going to do that for a bloody soup. So there we go, got the stock cubes. I'm going to add some salt and pepper as well, and then I'm just going to let this boil and simmer until everything's nice and soft and tender, and then I can blitz it. And if I have some cream, fresh cream in the fridge, I will put a little bit of fresh cream and freshly ground black pepper at the end, and voila! I was so organised. I've wiped everything down, turned round, and I forgot to put the celery in. It's not too late, so I'm going to pop some celery, some stalks of celery in it, gives it a nice flavour. So yeah, forgot the celery. And that is the finished product.
Almeno faccio così si diverte.
Like a guy who could treat me right. Way
want to go see the kitchen.
We have just had a really lovely lunch, one of our favourite places. This is the Attilio. It's a little trattoria in Cabris. It's got quite a well-known name and people seem to come far and wide. It is owned by one of our really good friends, Nicola. And Nicola actually spent some time growing up in London and his English is really, really good.
Isn't that right, Nicola?
It is.
This is true.
So yeah, so if you come to Cabris, you have to check this place out. We'll put the link at the bottom for anyone that might want to come and try for themselves. But yeah, really good food, really good company and a really lovely wine list.
What's that, G?
We have our octopus, celery and potato salad, which is one of my favourite ones.
So octopus, celery.
Octopus, celery and potato.
Nice.
And it's in olive oil and lemon, parsley and a tiny little bit of garlic.
What? Beautiful. So it's just us today.
That's
What you got?
puttanesca.
Which means what?
Can't see.
No, you got to tell everyone. What does it mean?
A lady of the night.
So your pasta is called poor pasta.
After lunch we went for a walk. The weather this week has really turned. We've had really grey, miserable skies, strong winds called the maestrale, and yeah, it's genuinely just been wet, damp and miserable. As night falls in our town, something special happens. I step outside and take a deep breath, and suddenly I'm wrapped in a cosy blanket of smells. The sweet, smoky scent of wood fires fills the air, making me feel right at home. Everywhere I turn, I catch whiffs of dinner being prepared, roasting vegetables, simmering stews, and the unmistakable aroma of something delicious grilling. It feels like the whole town is sharing a meal, each home contributing its own unique flavour to the night. The smoke hangs gently in the air, swirling like a friendly ghost, reminding me of gatherings with family and friends. I can see the warm glow of lights peeking through windows and I can't help but smile, knowing that while the world outside is dark and quiet, inside laughter and love are cooking just like the meals. There's something incredibly comforting about these scents, like a big warm hug for the senses. In this moment, I realise that it's not just for the food or for the fires, it's the feeling of togetherness that makes our town feel like home. Thank you for watching this week's video, and if you like the video, give us a like or a subscribe. See you next week.